super excited to be interviewing my guest for the Off the Record show, singer-songwriter Miss Elle Varner. Elle, how are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. So you had an interesting year. Talk to me a little bit about, how your experiences impact like your writing skills and, just when creating an album. Explain to me that process.
I have a lot more to say about it and a lot of different things to say about it versus the first album. I remember like right after the first album dropped, in those few months after, I would get asked in interviews, so do you feel any kind of pressure writing your next album? I was like, no, not at all. This is what I do. It's fine. And this past few years have really taught me so much about life is so full of surprises. It's so unpredictable. And if you can learn to have a light spirit about it, you'll be okay. Mm-hmm. But if you don't, you will be messed up. And, there were a lot of moments that I had never planned for that could have really, really affected me in a bad way. And I definitely, I went through a period I was wearing all black only, and I felt so detached from who that bright, light person that I truly am, mm-hmm. and that I was before I came into the music industry. Now all of a sudden, I'm like cynical, I'm angry, I'm impatient, and not even with what was happening in my personal life. Really, it was that, and then it was the music industry stuff, So, all that to say, I'm in one of the best places I think I've ever been. Okay. And the key thing about where I'm at, I'm not here because something happened. Right. I'm not happy because I have the #1 record on the radio right now. I'm not here because I'm doing all the things I really want to do. I'm just at peace. And I'm in there. I'm hustling. I'm going after it. I'm not going to give up. But
well, what was the change for you? Because you did go through a period where mm-hmm. it was hard for you. Mm-hmm. So what was the change where did you wake up one day and said, you know what?
I got tired of it. I got tired of being depressing and I got tired of being low.
Right.
And it just, after a certain point, it's like everybody's not going to come and knock on your door and say, hey, get up, you got to go out there. Right. You're going to have to do that yourself. Because mm-hmm. life keeps going. Albums keep getting released. Artists going to keep coming out. Everything's going to still happen with or without you. So it's up to you to get back in the game if you're out the game.
Was there ever a time where you doubted yourself?
Absolutely.
Where you're on stage performing, you're like, damn, I don't know if that...
Not on stage. Not on stage.
Well, just your entire career.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And I think that, to anyone out there, regardless of what field you're in, what you feel about yourself is going to resonate to the people around you, and it's going to attract that same vibration. So if I'm giving out low, if I'm giving out I'm not good enough, mm-hmm. that's exactly what's going to reinforce itself mm-hmm. in my life. Mm-hmm. So, not on some ego thing. I just released a song 2 weeks ago, the most personal song I've ever written. It's a rap song. And it's 4 minutes long, and it's just my whole life story. And I sat on that song for such a long time because at the end of the day, I was like, what if people say I can't rap? What if this is too honest? What if now they're going to know all this stuff? And I got to a point where I really don't care. I mean, are there going to be moments of, oh, this is tough? But that's also the gratitude too. It's the gratification. I could live my whole life with my toes hooked on the edge of the diving board, or I could hit that water and feel that cold water and just that's what it is. Yeah. And I spent a lot of time on the diving board, and I'm ready.
I get a little nervous when I hear someone switch over like that, because I'm like, is it gonna be? But you were good.
Thank you.
You were really good. I'm
Thank you.
Hold up.
Thank
She
you.
plays the guitar. She could sing her ass off, and now she's
I'm not
rapping.
even, the crazy thing is I'm not even done. There's things that I haven't even done yet that I'm like, I've been tiptoeing with it, like, are you gonna go there? Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
What made you go there?
That fear thing, like, just walking right up to it, like, I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of what you think.
Right.
This is art.
Mm-hmm.
This is real.
So at no point were you saying, you know what it, now I'm rapping, or is my audience gonna take it a certain way? Are they gonna be receptive towards it?
I was nervous.
Or were you
about
just
that.
like, you know what, I'm just gonna put this out. Who cares?
I mean, I was nervous about it, but I got to a place where I was like, life will go on.
Mm-hmm.
Life will go on. If people hate it that much, that's on them.
And then the lyrics. The lyrics too. To me, that's what was most powerful about it.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like just the rapping and the flow of it. It was like what you said, the content, the message that you were putting out. What made, like, I mean, you were talking about girls and how, like, they should value themselves.
If I
like,
gave it up to everyone who wanted some, my Louboutin count would be at 101.
yeah. When you're writing, is it easier to write from a place where you're hurt and you have fears and you're heartbroken, or is it easier to write while you're in love and you're happy and things are going up for you?
Up. Definitely. I mean, I probably, to this day, there's a song called Nothing, and you can find it probably on YouTube live performance, because I perform it in a lot of my shows.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably the best song I've ever written, and it was directly related to heartbreak. Like, it was just, it came 5 minutes later, it was done. It was just like so honest.
Right.
So, but then there's so many new songs now that are just so uplifting and fun, and just bringing out that feminine energy and that. That's where I'm at. So.
Okay, cool. You know what I get a sense of when you're talking? You went to a place where you forgave yourself.
Ooh, girl, don't make me cry. Oh
You
my
went
God,
to a place where you and I'm not a psychologist.
No.
I don't know, but I feel like you went to a place
Acceptance.
where you just said, you know what, I went through whatever, and there's no need to bring it up, but you went through your heartbreak, you went through whatever with K. Michelle, and you just like, you know what, I might have messed up,
and
I might have messed up in the process, but you know what,
not only did I forgive myself, I forgave them, which was very hard to do. And I mean, I feel like I need my own talk show now. Shit. But when you're holding on to that, you will stay stuck there forever until you let it go, because those people are going to go on and keep living their lives. They're happy, they're in love, she's doing this, blah, 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 blah. People are living their lives, and you're just sitting there holding on. And I think I read this somewhere, or maybe it came to me, I don't know. But imagine trying to pick up a hot coal to throw it at somebody. Mm-hmm. I'm getting burned first.
Yeah.
If it even makes it to you, I'm getting burned. So I let that shit go. Yeah, my album is going to have songs on it that are going to be related to that situation, to the heartbreak I went through. And when I get up there on my shows and I sing those songs, you know what I'm going to think of? I'm going to think of all those people out there that may have experienced that. I'm not going to be up there sad, but I can still represent something to other people and share a message with them, still real, whether or not it's real for me at this time.
I know you once stated that Lauryn Hill, you just love her.
Yeah.
And she like brings something to the stage. What's that something to you? Like, what do you feel that she has contributed to the game that maybe you want to have for yourself?
Yeah. I mean, she's created a solid perspective. She gave us how she thinks. She was able to make everybody think about what they were doing in their life. That thing, girls, your hair and your nails. She was able to make everybody think and point out the realest shit without being like this.
Yeah.
By saying me too. We're all fucked up. You know, she was able to say that.
She was
and
honest.
She was
very
honest, but she did it from such a strong perspective.
Seemed very big on like female empowerment. What female would you want to do a collab with?
You know who I want to collab with right now? Tinashe.
Oh,
I know that's random.
Yeah, no, that
But
I could see that.
I could see this like, you know, something. Obviously not like The Boy Is Mine, that's been done, but something creative where we could lend both of our strengths to a track. I like the idea because we're not similar.
No,
you know,
right.
But we're, you know.
There's an interesting balance.
Yeah, there's an interesting balance. I'd love to work with her.
Let's shift gears really quick. I'm going to ask you some off-the-record questions, so they're going to go really fast.
Okay.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
To fly.
I like that. What scares you the most?
Mediocrity.
Who do you respect right now in the music industry?
Great question. Damn. I respect anybody that goes after their dream, regardless of what it's supposed to be.
Best city to perform in.
Oh, that's so hard.
I know.
Damn. For me, it's between Philly, New Orleans, and Chicago.
Okay. Now, if you don't mind, I want you to sing a little song.
Sure. Yeah.
I wish that I had the guts to call him up and spend the night in his bed. I would give anything to feel like I'm loved. Right now I feel like I don't even exist. And even though it's just occasionally, you go and act like you forgot about me. It makes me wish I didn't love you so much.